Hello, hello. Today we are going to make a memory drawing wherein we are going to make a boy. So let's see what do we have in our book. Wow, that's amazing. We see a boy playing a guitar. So let's start with the first step wherein we make the hair and then the face. After that, let's make his features nicely. And then let's start by making the shoulder. If you notice, the hands are placed in a certain position as he is playing a guitar. So let's make this together. We will overlap the hand on top of the guitar as he's playing it. Make the long part of the guitar and then overlap the next hand on top of it later. Yes, something like this. Make sure you draw a light drawing so that if we make a mistake, it is easier for us to erase it. Go very slow while making the shoes. And then let's make the next leg. This looks very interesting, isn't it? Complete making the guitar now. That's amazing. Once we are done with the entire drawing, we will start painting it, for which we will require a thin brush, which is maybe a 2 or a 4 number brush. Let's take some yellow paint in our palette, put some water in it, mix it and then start painting this. Well, you might have noticed that we are not sketching the drawing first. That is because if we sketch the drawing and then paint over it with watercolors, there are chances that the sketch pen marks might smudge. So it is easier for us to paint it first. Let the entire drawing dry out and then start sketching it. Let's take the next color, which is the darkest color, black color. Let's take a little bit of black color in our palette. We will rinse our brush thoroughly and then take white color. Do you know which color are we making by mixing white and black? Yes, we are going to make grey color. Let's take very little water, just a drop of black and mix it with white. All we get is a grey color. Let's start by making this compartment wherein we have a darker grey. Do the outline just like how we do it while coloring and start painting inside in one direction. Do the same thing for the other leg as well. And then comes the fun part. Let's rinse the brush, take the water and continue painting the right hand side. This looks beautiful. Continue blending the color well with water. That looks amazing. Get rid of the extra water. and paint it nicely. Once we are done with that, we are going to take brown color and mix a little bit of grey color in that. Yes, for the hair. Let's paint the hair slowly and nicely. We will always do the outline first and then color inside in one direction. Once we are done with that, let's use the same color for the guitar. Painting is so much fun, isn't it? Are you having fun? That's lovely. Not to worry if you do not have the same shade mentioned in the book. It is completely alright to take another shade closest to the one mentioned in the book. This is amazing. Let's take skin color and use that for the body parts. Well, the proportion in which you need to take paint is, for example, if you're taking 1 drop of paint, you need to add 2 drops of water for it to flow properly on top of your paper. Yes, this is how your brush will flow nicely on top of the paper and you'll be able to paint this drawing well. If you feel that your brush is a little rough on top of the paper, dip your brush in the paint, take more paint and start painting this again. This looks very interesting. Let's add a little bit of yellow in this and then paint the guitar. Yes, it gives us a little bit of a different shade than the one which we've used for the skin color. Give it a nice beautiful shade right here. This is beautiful. Once we are done with this, let's take red color. Just add a drop of black in it so that it gets a little darker. Start painting this in the shoe and paint this very carefully. Use the tip of the brush to paint the thin parts. And now let's take beige color and put it in the yellow. This gives us a very interesting shade. Let's use the same shade here as well. And then let's use grey color for this part as well. Let's use dark grey for this portion. That looks interesting. Go very slow and do not go out of the shape. Complete making all of these intricate details. And now comes the fun part of sketching this entire thing. Let's take our black sketch pen and start sketching this. Sketch the entire thing only after your drawing has dried up. We can also use a red color or a dark pink color for the face. Yes, the sketch pen can be used. Continue sketching this with a black sketch pen. This looks very interesting, isn't it? That's lovely. Complete the entire thing in a similar way. We need to make very intricate details for our guitar. So let's start making its strings. Go very slow while making them and try and not overlap them on each other. Let's take the white color and make these dots finally. This looks amazing. Our guitar is ready and so is our boy to play it.